Even if you've never been to Texas Hill Country, there are some things you'd expect to see: large ranches and larger cattle. But this you might not be prepared for. A large portion of the Hill Country is populated by Germans, from New Braunfels to FREILSBURG to Berlin. The towns are still a distinct mixture of Texas and German.
Das ist jetzt eine gute Gelegenheit.
And believe it or not, so is the language still spoken in these parts.
We would say Stinkatz for skunk.
Bill and Diane Molt speak Texas German, a blend of several German dialects with English. At its height, more than 100,000 people spoke Texas German, but now the Molts are among the last.
When the war came about, all of a sudden you weren't really able to speak German in public anymore. Prior to that, you could go anywhere downtown and all you'd hear was German.
Right now there's about 6,000 languages spoken in the world. Of those, about 3,000 will survive by the end of the century. So it's a massive amount of language death going on right now.
University of Texas professor Hans BOAS is now working to document Texas German before it becomes a dead language.
Imagine you take people from New York, from Florida, from North Carolina, South Dakota, and West Texas. You put them in one place. They all talk differently. You come back 150 years later. The outcome is a completely new dialect. It's different from all the original donor dialect, yet you have a little bit of everything. In the case of Texas German, you have a nice amount of English in it as well.
We, for example, will say Luftschiff, which is airship, for airplane.
Okay.
And they will say Flugzeug.
Obviously, there weren't a lot of cowboys running around 1840s Germany, so when the immigrants got here, they had to come up with a new word. Thus, Der Cowboy. Professor BOAS figures with most of the remaining speakers in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, he has only about 20 to 30 years left to study the language. Rich Matthews, The Associated Press, New Braunfels, Texas.